Welcome back to a brand new video. For today I will show you the highest DPS Dark Wizard build in Hogwarts Legacy. So in this guide I will show you what spells and gear you want to get. Then I will explain what are the best talents, gear upgrades and traits to use for early and endgame content. And then lastly I will show you the best gameplay and even which stats you need to prioritize when leveling, so you would be able to get the best results and highest damage possible and much more. So if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. So then moving over to the build, and this whole setup is made by using all three forbidden curses called Crucio, Imperio and of course Avada Kedavra. This build's main objective is to buff up your curse effects, so then we can constantly curse enemies and deal as much damage as possible. So that's why we will be using the talents like the First Blood, to make one of our curse spells hit and curse all enemies in AoE range. And then we will be using other talents and traits, like the Enduring Curse and Curse Sapper, so we could extend the duration of our spells, and then after each elimination we will get health per kill and much more. I like to call this setup as the Dark Wizard build, because our main damage will come from the forbidden spells and other bonuses that will buff our ability to use dark magic. So if you're looking for the highest damage build in the game, then this is the one for you. So then with that said, let's move over to the talents. And as you get one talent per each level, so expect to max most of your talent tree to more than 50%. But for the first 10 to 15 levels, each point matters. So then first of all, we want to spend 3 points in the core category. And we want to unlock the spell knowledge 1 and 2, and then the swift move as well. Then let's move over to the dark arts, and we want to fully max this whole thing out. And then lastly, we want to open up the spells category and unlock the Defendo Mastery, then the Incendio Mastery, and then lastly the Confringo Mastery. As I said at the start, Hogwarts Legacy doesn't have the same talent system like in other games, so I recommend to first of all use the only talents that I told you to unlock first. So 2 sets of 4 spell presets, and if you did not know by now, then by using your first talent point in the spell knowledge 1, you can unlock additional 4 spell presets and much more. So for the first spell we have the Crucio. This ability will cause enemies to take damage over time, and this curse can curse multiple enemies at once. Then the second spell is called Flipendo. This ability will flip enemies upwards and backwards, making them vulnerable for a short period. And the skill has very low cooldowns, so it's perfect for any type of monster. Then the third spell is called Imperio. This ability will force enemies to fight as if they were your friend. While under our control, they can curse other enemies as well. So this skill is great to use on one of the monsters and then leave him alone, so he could help us with destroying his friends. Then the fourth spell is the one and only Avada Kedavra. The skill is very simple. On whoever you use it, he will get one-shotted and die instantly. Yes, the spell is very OP but has a long cooldown, so especially in quests you wanna only use the spell on the strongest enemies. Then for the next one we have the Incendio, and this skill will shoot a quick burst of fire. While the range is short, all enemies hit with the fire will take burning damage constantly. Then for the next one we have the Defendo spell. This skill will slash enemies from afar, doing a lot of damage. Then for one of the last spells we have the Accio. This skill will summon or basically pull enemies or objects closer. This is another good ability that won't do any damage, but is very useful to break enemy casting, or just use it in completing all the puzzle quests in the game. And then lastly we will be using the Confringo. This is a long-range bolt that deals damage on impact. Enemies hit with the fire attack will continue to take damage for few seconds, and during that time collisions will result in incendiary burst, which will do even more damage. So overall this build's main strategy is to utilize all the forbidden curses and buff all the damage over time as much as we can. And by the way, just for a quick information, you can unlock all 3 forbidden spells when you reach about level 25 and have completed all 3 Sebastian solo forbidden spell quests. Then as well as you can see, we can unlock the 3rd spell preset and even the 4th one.
Thanks for watching, I hope to see you guys in the next video.